Hey guys, my name is William Bear, and this is my home gym. Today we're going to be talking about the bench press. So through middle school and high school, you're going to use the bench press in many workouts you do for a lot of sports: football, soccer, baseball, all of them. I mean, it's a fundamental thing. So the bench press is going to work out your shoulders, your triceps, both your chest, and a little bit of your core too. So today we're going to be talking about how to do it with proper form so you can stay safe and lift the most amount of weight that you possibly can. Because I know everybody wants to impress some people out there with how much you lift. So let's get started. So before you start the bench, you want to make sure you get everything set up and ready to go. Because you want to prevent injury. I mean, no one wants to get hurt bench pressing some weight, you know. Because it is dangerous. You're lifting heavy weight and you don't want to drop it on yourself. So the first thing you want to do is set up your bench. So what you got to do is line up the bench with the bar. You want the bar to be about right over the head part of the bench so you can get in a comfortable spot there. And you want to be at your safest position to press the bar off the bench. And then you want to make sure your racks are set at the right level. So what I like to do to check and make sure if the racks are at the right level is just get under there and get a feel and make sure my arms are in a good position to start off and I'm ready to go. That's all you got to do. Okay, the next thing you want to do in bench press is get your eye leveled with the bar. So when you lay down on the bench, you want to get your eye even with where the bar is, from where you're going to press it. After you get your eye even, you want to set your grip length. So I like a wider grip, but it's everybody's preference. Like you can do what you want, whichever you feel stronger with. I mean, if you go closer, it's going to be more triceps and shoulders, and if you go out more, it's going to be more chest. Okay, after you get your eye level and your grip right, you want to make sure you have your feet set and everything. So on the bench, I like to get my feet a little more behind you, but it's really up to where you're comfortable at. Because you want to get your legs to where you can get the most leg drive. And what leg drive is the force you push out with your legs. So it'll actually make you bench more. But when you use your leg drive, you don't want your butt to lift off the bench. You want to keep your butt on the bench at all times to prevent injuries. And that also has a lot to do with your back. So your lower back, a lot of people believe you need to keep it flat on the bench the whole time. I don't think it's the best thing you can do. I believe a small arch is going to be the safest and most strong position to be in. So you can get a strong base and push the most weight without getting injured. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is your arm angle. So on the bench, you want to keep your arm angle in. You don't want to go out more, because if you keep a really high angle with your arms and you bench like this, you're definitely going to hurt your shoulders doing that. So you want to keep it tight. You want to keep it nice and tight in here so you don't hurt your shoulders and you can keep all that force going forward. Here, right now I'm going to have him show an example of this. Go ahead. Notice how his arms are at an angle here. Go ahead and go down. They're still a little wide, but he's still got that nice angle so he doesn't hurt his shoulders on here. Go ahead and press up. And you can go ahead and rack it. Right there, that's a good example of having a good arm angle, even with a wider grip. Go ahead and lift off again. This is just going to be a view from the top so you can get a better view of what is actually going on here. Go ahead and go down. So you look at that arm angle there, it looks good. All right, go up. Keeping it nice and tight, that's all you got to do. Go ahead. Go ahead and lift off for me. All right, now I'm going to be talking about where you need to put the bar when you come down. So when you bring it down, go ahead and bring it down for me. You want to bring it to right about the nipple line, or a little bit below, depending on, arm length. So, right there, you see the angle still, he's got a good angle on the bench press. He's got it right where the nipple is. He breathed in when he came down. So you always want to breathe in when you come down, and then breathe out when you come up. Come on, press it up for me. There, and that's how you do it right. Now I'm going to show you some examples of some common mistakes on bench press. All right, so common mistakes on bench press is having your wrist bent too far back. Once you're going up, if you do that, you have a really good chance of hurting your wrist. Also, going too wide and hurting your shoulders is a common mistake. During bench press, you can also place the bar too low or too high. And breathing during the bench press is so important because you don't want to pass out while you're benching. Also, if getting your butt off the bench is another really common mistake because you want to use too much leg drive and you just have that urge to press as much as you can. You got that weird little whip that you want to get up there and press as much weight and impress the people in the gym. And I'm about to show you some examples of each of them right here. Right here you can see he's got his wrist bent in a bad position. He's got his elbows out wide. Go ahead and go down. He went too high on his way down. He's got his elbows too straight out. all of this can cause injury. He's also holding his breath. Go ahead and press up so you don't pass out. All right, you can go ahead and rack it for me. You saw throughout the whole thing, he was not breathing. He had his elbows too wide. His wrists were all messed up. I mean, this is like, don't do it. These are no-nos. You don't want to get hurt while you're doing this on the bench because you're lifting that heavy weight, you know? All right, go ahead and go. Here I'm going to show you a butt lift off that you do to your bench. Go ahead and go down. Now use your butt to go up. You see how his butt came off the bench? Don't do that. You don't want to press too much with your butt because you're going to end up hurting your lower back if you bring it off the bench too much while you're pressing up. All right, so now that I explained all those common mistakes, I'm going to show you guys some good form reps. All right, let's see those good reps. Eye level, wrist in a good position, elbows in a good position. Still have that angle on the nipple line of the chest, keeping the butt down, keeping the back with that little arch, using a little leg drive there. Breathing out, breathing in, everything looks good. And that's how you do it.
There we go. I like that.
All right, thanks for watching my video, guys. I hope you learned a lot. You know, stay away from those common mistakes. Just practice good form, you know. You want to impress them people in that gym. Lift the most weight you can, and good luck.